I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with jewelry, but when you got your jewelry on, you feeling, you the man. You know what I'm saying? When you got, a chick on your side, you like the man. But when you don't have those things, now all of a sudden, you like, I lost. I'm like, what did you lose? Like, I ain't making the money I once made, or my girl left me, or my car crashed, or my car got repoed, or the house. And it's like, yo, was your confidence in that in the first place? Like, your confidence should have been in that.
One of the great perks of this job is getting exposed to products that actually help people. On a run last summer, I almost passed out, y'all. Literally, I got just back to the house and just laid on the floor feeling weak and dizzy. My neighbor, Bill, he had been working out and he had this supplement. He's like, man, this would help me, kind of recover after my workout. So my wife went to the cupboard. It was just a little drink mix packet. So she put it in water, gave it to me. And I'll be honest with y'all, within minutes, I started to feel better. Now, here's the thing, right? It's not magic. It's basic biology. We lose both water and minerals like sodium when we sweat. So both need to be replaced to prevent those muscle cramps, the headaches, and the energy dips. But here's the thing, we only focus on replacing the water. And why? That's because since the 1940s, we've been told to drink 8 glasses of water per day, thirsty or not. So now the new fad is you got your gallon bottle and you're walking around and we're hydrating, which is great, guys, but that's only half the story. So today I want to introduce you to Element, right? Element isn't just another supplement on the market. Element is a research-based, tasty electrolyte mix with everything you need and nothing you don't. That means lots of salt with no sugar. Element is formulated to help anyone with their electrolyte needs and is perfectly suited to the folks following a keto diet, low carb, or paleo. Element contains a science-backed electrolyte ratio of sodium, potassium, and magnesium with none of the junk. Again, no sugar, no coloring, no artificial ingredients, no gluten, no fillers, no BS. So now, in one simple step, you can mix this flavorful electrolyte drink mix into your water bottle and you're good to go. No sugar, no artificial junk like a lot of the other ones you see on the market, just electrolytes and great taste. Hey, and it's cool if you don't want to take my word for it because Element is an exclusive partner to members of the U.S. Olympic team, dozens of professional NBA, NFL, and NHL teams, Navy SEAL teams, and even FBI snipers and Marines all use it, all right? So because you rock with us, man, Element came up with a fantastic offer. Just go to drinklmnt.com/success. Again, that's drinklmnt.com/success and receive a free Element sample packet with any order. The Element sample packet includes 1 packet of every flavor and is available even if you aren't a new customer. Just because you rock with us, you get this deal, all right? So if Element doesn't exceed your expectations, they offer a no questions asked refund policy. So you've got absolutely nothing to lose. Just go to drinklmnt.com/success.
You ready? All right.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Wesley Phillips.
What's going on, y'all? What it do?
I got Dr. King to my right, your left.
I keep
Dr.
my money
King.
in the bricks.
Money's in the
Keep
bricks.
my money in the bricks and not the bank, Pete.
And I'm on the left side of the menu. My mic fell.
She taught me.
Yeah, keep the money in the bricks, dog.
I got Douglas in the building. Come on, Douglas.
Ice-T saying cash ain't gonna never play out.
Is that what they said?
That's what he said.
I'm not mad at it.
He said cash ain't gonna never play out.
He never lied. What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling?
Blessed, man.
Everybody good?
Yes,
Bless.
sir.
Y'all enjoyed the Super Bowl?
You know what, man? Yeah, go for it. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. You know what? We always have a bunch of people over at the house, so Super Bowl for me is kind of like it's work. You know what I'm saying? It's work. Everybody, I get the calls, dog, all week.
Hey, dog, do you got paint on your nail? You got fingernail polish on? I'm talking about, it's blinding.
My man,
I
bro.
can hear the colors.
Bruh,
What's called
it's called a manicure, homie. It's something that you do when you get money, right? You actually like go and get, you go to the spa, you get a pedicure, you get
Zoom
a
in
manicure.
on his nails, Corshawn, please.
Bruh, you on my toes too?
No.
You on my toes?
No, that's
Bruh,
it. You've
get the
done
whole-
enough.
If you're gonna do it, dog, get the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Get it, bruh.
We back.
We
The
got
squad
these-
is back, y'all.
We got these, you know what I'm saying? So it's nothing wrong. For
No,
all my
I just
fellas.
looked over there.
No, for all my fellas, listen. There's nothing wrong
Right.
with a little self-care. There's nothing wrong with a little self-care. That's what you deserve for yourself when you work hard.
What Douglas
but
got-
some people don't work hard So they can't do the self-care.
Douglas, he don't have paint on his though.
Why is you calling it paint, dog? It's called
polish.
It's called clear polish.
Huh?
It's called clear polish.
Flesh.
What is that for?
Because my wife loves it.
She loves you to have on nail polish?
She loves it. She loves it. My wife absolutely loves it. Now
What exactly does she love about it?
She said it's something. She loves to see that these hands, these strong hands,
I still have a
look
feminine
nice.
touch.
Look nice. She loves it.
They still ain't strong. You are. They still
But now
got
CJ hands,
a
y'all.
feminine.
So if you look at my hands, you see this? You see the calluses on my hands? This is from working out.
So you overcompensating for the ashiness.
It's from
on
working
the other
out,
side.
and it's from working for 20 years. Let me show y'all what a hand that ain't.
Does
look at
anybody ever win an argument
You
with
see
the
this
two
right
of
here?
those?
You see these hands? Come on, get a close up on these hands. These hands have never had a hard day's work ever. So he don't need to get them treated.
So back to the white, that's called deflection.
Don't try to hide him now.
There's nothing to hide. I'm a man. I'm a man.
Mark, hey, feel like this. So basically what I'm saying
Hey,
is,
bro, listen.
Show your hand.
My wife loves my hands, and that's all that matters.
but why does she like them painted?
Bruh, first off, why you
Is
keep
that
saying
like a
painted?
blush
Why do my
color?
man keep saying painted, dog? See, you,
He blushed.
I'm not blushing, I'm laughing.
Yeah, now that you got the smile to go with the lip.
Oh, bruh. Oh, look.
Welcome to another
I
edition of
told
the
you
Secret
we're ready to
Success
get
Podcast.
Podcast, let me
Hey,
know.
man, let's
Douglas.
go talk about that purple thong you had on. And since we putting business out, when we was out the country, you had on like these Speedo purple thongs. Where we going
Don't
with
stop
this?
recording, Sean.
Yeah, where we going
Don't
with
stop
this?
recording.
Hey, reach is a toothbrush. You know what I'm saying? Let's leave it at that. Reach is a toothbrush.
Remember when this was to be a PG podcast?
Where's the Patreon at, man? Because that's the kind of content that you would get.
Remember Mark was like, you float on the beach with your left. Oh, man. Douglas, how are you, man?
This is going to be the best podcast
Ever.
Because when I looked over there, you didn't see that? Like,
I did.
But now that you see it,
When you say it, yeah, I see the lights hitting.
It's the
it, so
lights
you can
hitting.
see.
Look, I feel like a rotisserie chicken with these lights on, bro.
Hey, all production.
you're right, because I didn't notice them out there, but under the lights, they like very shiny.
That's good, man. I'm going to take you to the spot.
I'm
gonna let you get a little
smooth.
treatment.
Like, I just leave them, just kind of how they are.
But you get your teeth whitened, so why not get your nails?
I like them because I think that's important. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if nail polish.
It's clear. It's a clear polish.
Well, your nails are already clear.
Your teeth are already white.
Nah, it's debatable.
Your
saying?
teeth, we're talking you.
Yeah, debatable.
So, but
Depending on
you
who you're
still went
talking
there, right? You still
White enough.
right.
I like the be on the whiter side of white with my teeth. It's important to me.
E, talk
You know
to
what
me.
I'm saying?
Super Bowl, E. Kids, talk to me, E.
Man, God is good, man. God is good. Let me just say this real quick, and I do apologize to everybody that's watching, but the people from California are now at the house, so I just had to unlock. Isn't that great that you got these little features where you could just unlock?
That is good, except for like that thing just go off all day. My ring, and you got to look at every one.
Yep.
You can't just be like, no, that ain't nothing, because that's the time when the serial killer's at the door.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
try having the one at the church.
Oh yeah.
Bro, E got a couple of
Well,
us
that's
got
how
it,
y'all
bro.
caught
It's
the doodle bandit.
Oh, no question.
Caught the doodle
Non-stop.
bandit out there. Ma'am, we were talking about that in LA the other week. Oh, that
I ain't seen
boy.
her since.
Oh,
good
she better
reason.
not bring her stanky butt around here. Dog, that was crazy. That boy, I said, E, what you say to her?
He was like,
Man,
man.
you done shat on my church.
The house of the Lord.
Dog. All right. We're going to get right into it today. No more playing around.
It's funny that you said that because Train just hit me up. But yeah, man, I just thank God, first and foremost, just for, just the opportunity, man, to be where we are, economically, because you can't pour from an empty cup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just to be in a place where we could be a blessing. And you already know the deal, man. The kids, a lot of kids like, one kid in particular just talked about the fact that like, my parents don't have this kind of money. Like, there's no way we would have ever been able to afford to do this. you know what I'm saying, from the west side of Chicago. It's like, no way this would ever happen. So what a lot of people don't know is that this is really a reward to a group of kids who handle their business academically. So this is long, it's called a playbook. This is, you know, we have a curriculum that's made like an actual NFL playbook. And, you know, these kids were the kids that were selected out of all kids, all schools, you know, for really handling their business. So while the Super Bowl is important, what's more important is that they're killing it academically.
Yeah.
You know, they're showing up to school. They are not having, you know, any issues in the classroom. They're not fighting. They're not missing class. They're not interrupting the teacher. They're doing all their homework, taking their tests. You know, their parents have to be involved as well. So their parents are involved, you know. But, man, always a great experience, man, just being able to, you know, be a blessing to the young people. Hopefully, you know, y'all show some of the pictures, but it's just amazing, man. Between the Dubai trip and the Super Bowl trip, I'm just so grateful for what we're doing. I got to say this. I think this is important. You know, a lot of people during Black History Month, you know, want to talk about the problem. You know, our kids aren't doing this and our kids aren't doing that, and we need to do this and we need to do that. And a lot of times, you know, I've said it before where people are like, yo, E, what's your opinion? I'm like, bro, I'm grown, bro. I'm not really into opinions no more. Like, we want to do facts. So the fact of the matter is we're taking kids to the Super Bowl for February. Like, we're showing young people that we love you, you're a priority. You know, you need to get your schoolwork done, but this is why you need to get your schoolwork done. You know what I'm saying? And so, no, we didn't necessarily do some of the other activities that people think you need to do during the Black History Month, but we actually went into schools. We actually, you know, this month I went into schools, like speaking in schools, high schools, colleges, right? And then we took these kids, you know, Super Bowl experience, Super Bowl, out to eat. They flew on the plane, stayed in a hotel. So I just, man, I'm so grateful we're at a place in our lives where we're taking action. We're not talking, we're not saying what the problem is. We're coming up with solutions for the problem. So, yeah, man, I praise God for the Super Bowl, but more importantly for us, what it symbolizes.
You hear Jamal talk all the time about the 5 pillars, guys, and you know it, man. They're all so important. Faith is great, right? Each one of them, family is great. But today we want to focus on that health. Without your health, guys, none of it matters, right? And we get it. You don't have time to source the most nutritious foods every single day. But that's why we bring the things that work for us, we bring them directly to you. Organifi is a line of organic superfood blends that offer plant-based nutrition with high-quality ingredients and less than 3 grams of sugar. Each superfood blend is easy to use by simply mixing it with water or your favorite beverage while on the go, providing you with quality nutrition throughout your day. Whether you're trying to lose weight, detox, improve your fitness, or deal with stress and hormone imbalances, Organifi is the answer. If we've learned anything in the last few years, it's that stress and anxiety can cause a lot of harm to us, both mentally and physically. And that's because cortisol, the primary stress hormone, is supposed to spike when we're in danger. But the modern world has our cortisol spiking all day long. Ashwagandha, the main ingredient in Organifi green juice, has been shown in multiple studies to reduce cortisol and stress. This delicious drink also features 10 other superfood ingredients, including moringa, chlorella, and spirulina, which work synergistically in the body to promote natural detoxing, more energy, and even healthy weight management through reducing cravings. It's amazing what your body's capable of with the right fuel. Plus, it's 100% certified organic, non-GMO, and tastes absolutely delicious. With their new apple crisp flavor, it's so easy to support your stress levels while enjoying a delicious morning green juice. We talk about the green juice a lot, but Organifi has something for everyone, from the red or gold juices, the Organifi Pure, the protein powder, Organifi Glow. My kids take the immunity every single day. That's the one I have them on. Of course, you're trying to fight this cold weather, flu season, all that. So if you're anything like me, you know the importance of eating healthy, but you don't always have the time or willpower to cook with all the colors of the rainbow, Organifi's superfood blends make it easy and enjoyable to add more variety and nutrition to your day. These are delicious organic powders you can add to water, stir with a spoon, and enjoy anytime for more energy, nutrition, hormone balance, and peace of mind. They're a great way to jumpstart your morning, energize your afternoon, or nourish your evening. So just because you listen to the Secrets to Success podcast, listen, you can go to Organifi.com/success. That's ORGANIFI.com/success to save 20% on your order. Listen, no more excuses, y'all. Let's take care of all 5 of these pillars, especially your health.
You're fired. You know what I'm saying? Of course, now it's my second day on the job. You're fired. I do have something, but I think if you wanted to go.
No, go, yeah.
I didn't know if it was like a burning, I forgot I had.
No, it's not burning.
No, you say it.
Oh, okay.
Save it.
All right, cool.
Oh, yeah. I'm saying, do you feel like it's we get a whole topic?
Well, actually,
Yes. If it's yes, let's go.
yes. And the reason why I say yes,
Because you already know the other one anyway, but
the reason why I wanted to say yes is because it ties into what you were talking about, on the last episode with the confidence thing. You feel me? Like it went with that though. And so what I wanted to say was the same thing that they said to you. Like you talked about it, but we didn't necessarily talk about.
Let's go in depth.
Yeah, we didn't talk about the how. Because here's my deal. The reason why I think what you said was so deep is I think you don't have to deal with comparison when you have confidence. You feel what I'm saying? So I felt like you said it, but a lot of the things that people may struggle with and like, how do I overcome this and how do I overcome that? Well, at the heart of it is confidence. You feel me? And when your confidence is strong, you don't feel like, oh, I got left out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, I wasn't trying to do that like it's with the Super Bowl. Like when we talk about even Black History Month and we talk about, some of the events that take place, the galas, the this, the that, yo, bro, I don't feel no type of way about nothing because I did what I wanted to do for Black History Month. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this is what I wanted to do. So there's a lot of people that might have done marches, they may have had luncheons, they may have had rallies, they may have had, okay, for me, my confidence said, I don't got to do what you're doing to make myself feel good about being Black and honoring Black History Month. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be in the schools. What I'm going to do is set up this trip and spend time with these kids. What I'm going to do is these Zooms with kids. You feel what I'm saying? And so when you talk about confidence, I really do believe that it's one of those things that if you get it, it's going to solve a lot of problems. So I kind of want to talk
let's read
about...
the definition.
Okay, good. I like that. Yeah.
The state of feeling certain about the truth of something, a feeling of self-assurance arising from one's appreciation of one's own abilities or qualities.
Yeah, that's good. So here's where I want to go with it, since you let me go with it.
Yep.
Like how you did last week, I think it's important, and we go around the table. But I think it's so dope that you read the definition because confidence does not start externally, but that's where we think it is. Like when we think confidence, we actually think like how I feel because of how others see me. Like that's what you think when you think confidence. Like I got a lot of confidence.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So you said it like, yo, these people believe in me. Actually, what you just read is quite the opposite.
Yep.
It don't take another person to build your confidence. Like if you don't mind, read that one more time.
Yeah, sure.
Read that one more time. I want y'all to see
that
it's internal.
The feeling or belief that one can rely on someone.
One can rely on,
someone or something, firm trust. The state of feeling certain about the truth of something. A feeling of self-assurance arising from one's appreciation of one's own abilities or qualities.
I'm saying, so I just want to just go there because it's the reliance of self, my gifts, my talents, and I think a lot of times, bro, people be like, yo, I'm confident because I got a house, or I'm confident because I got a car. You feel me? Like you see cats get out the whip and they just be like dudes who I knew at one point, and I ain't disrespecting nobody, but like didn't necessarily have that self-assurance or whatever it was. They bought a car, and then when they get out the car, they feel some type of way. And it's just like, oh, okay, well, what if you was in a little Yugo, coming to the awards banquet in the Yugo? How would you feel? So it's like your self-assurance is attached to a thing where from that definition, to me, it's the fact that God brought me into this world, that I have gifts and talents, like even amongst the four of us. while we all got gifts and talents, like I have my own set of skills. So that's the thing I should be confident about. It's like, yo, I got a set of skills. Like I'm in 2023, I'm alive. Like 2023, I can add value. And I just think for a lot of people, they getting it twisted. They think I got on a piece of jewelry. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with jewelry, but when you got your jewelry on, you feeling, you the man. You know what I'm saying? When you got, a chick on your side, you like the man. But when you don't have those things, now all of a sudden, you like, I lost. I'm like, what did you lose? Like, I ain't making the money I once made, or my girl left me, or my car crashed, or my car got repoed, or the house. And it's like, yo, was your confidence in that in the first place? Like, your confidence should have been in that. So I kind of just want to talk about, like, when did you feel, confident?
Yeah, this is a great topic, and I think it was funny because Toby and I actually had this conversation in the Sprinter when we were in LA, and he was talking, because somebody said something like, when C gave you that confidence and Toby was like, nah. He was like, I promise you, he was like, I was broke. He was like, confidence was never my issue. And it's the truth, right? Like, one thing he always been.
Toby always been confident.
Is sure of what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, of himself, I should say. And so when you think about confidence, right, I think we find confidence in what we repeatedly do and what we're good at. So when I said to find your gift, right, like, so I walk around mostly confident throughout my day because I'm in my gift doing what I was born to do, so naturally what I'm good at and what I've worked towards. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
So you're literally watching me in our gift. And so I used to do that presentation, I used to show Charles Barkley. And if you watch Charles Barkley play basketball, he was one of the greatest to ever do it. I'm talking about gorilla dunking on folks, pushing people, spitting on people. I mean, he just had an edge like, can't nobody touch me. But then when you see him with a golf club, he doesn't look confident at all. And so the problem I think people have, the reason you're not confident, you're Charles Barkley with a golf club. You're supposed to have a basketball in your hand. And when you think about why I wrote my secret superpower for my son, it's like, yo, I really wanted him to find out what his gift was outside of sports. Now, maybe sports is a gift. I don't know. He looked like an average to above average athlete right now, but who knows? Maybe he is going to be, the next Ken Griffey Jr. I don't know, but I wanted to let him explore all these other options. So he's in Code Ninjas now. I'm just being real, y'all. He's at a place called Code. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's Code Ninjas. You go in there and you learn how to build video games. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
100%.
Listen, I have never been smart enough to even remotely broach that subject.
Right.
But my son is a smart kid, and I don't want to be the reason that he doesn't gain confidence because I haven't given him all. Now, maybe that ain't for him either, but I want him to try everything out because how many black, especially males, we derive our confidence from sports. So if you're good in sports in school, you're the man. I was popular because I was good in sports. I had another gift to be able to speak, but guess what? That was never affirmed. Nobody ever said, yo, see the man because he a good speaker. Like my man can articulate himself so well. Yo, see the man, dog, did you see how he introduced the mayor of the city? Yo, that was dope. They was like, nah, see, put buckets on cats and was hitting cats on the field. That's where we derived our confidence. And so even as we become adults and you got grown men looking at other grown men, you got grown women looking at other grown women wishing that they had those gifts instead of looking internally. Let me play this for y'all. Let me just play this for y'all because I think this is so important. I sent the audio to Toby because he was like, dang, you got Trey in Code Camp? That's dope. And I was like, yeah, it is. And I was like, and I don't know nothing about it. Bruh, he came out of Code Camp and he was talking and I had no idea what was going on. I was like, I just hit the recorder. He didn't even know I was recording him, but he was so excited about going in. I don't know if y'all know coding, but this is not like your most thrilling stuff. I dropped him off. Now, most cats at basketball, nothing wrong with basketball and football practice. I'm loving all of that. Do all of it. And he's done that, and he's been on teams and done everything. But I said, we're going to do Code Camp. Dropped him off for 2 hours on a Monday night. You sit at a computer by yourself and hit little buttons to, like, make stuff happen. So I'm going to just play it. I'm going to try to play it so I can hear it on here. Listen to this.
Star, lowercase, all lowercase, star, right? And then, so spin, backslash star, and then once you have that in, no capital still, okay?
Yep.
Spin backslash star, comma, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, comma, and then what speed you want it to go at. So there's 50, 10, and everything. You can just put anything. You can put anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then you put, and then the other backslash, and then you put a parentheses.
And then which way does it spin?
And then it spins clockwise. So if you want it to spin.
I mean, I'm just saying. So I'm just like, yo.
Language alone.
Bro, I'm just telling you. Even if I was smart enough for that, that wasn't an option for me. And so, like, I'm pretty sure, like, if you look at the greats in other areas, I'm pretty sure, I don't know what else Mozart was good at. But my man was a composer out of this world. And I'm pretty sure when he was in his gift, he felt confident, right? Like, that's when you see people come alive, right? Like, when, like, Sydney, my niece, she's an incredible swimmer. When she get in the pool, she might not always like practicing and all of that stuff, but when she get in there and it's go time, you can see her confidence come alive. And what happens is, as we talked about, you know, the last episode when we were talking about your table and stuff, when you're sitting at somebody else's table that they prepared for you, it's hard to find confidence in somebody else's table. Like you done walked into somebody else's table and you trying to find your own swagger. So that's another reason it's so important to build your own table, because when you build your own table, you're confident in how the table operates. You know
all
how
the pieces, all the
you know
parts.
the ins
yeah,
and
you know
outs.
the ins and outs. You know what time it is. You know who to pass the salt to. You know when it's coming back. You know what the meal is. You know all of those things. And so the confidence that I have comes from, one, just my foundation, you know, as a man and spiritual principles, but as a grown man and a professional, I think it comes from the fact that we overcame so much, that we've been doing this so long. Like, you know, you always talk about like E, you know, going on stage. Again, you can see confidence oozing from E when he gets ready to go on stage. Like you can literally see it, because that is a man in his gift that he's honed and worked on forever. In some kind of way, that's attractive to people. And so one of the other things I wanted to say is it's hard for men to get men to follow other men. Does that make sense? Like, men ain't really like, we got egos. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to necessarily be, you know what I'm saying? But E, because of his confidence and the way in which you could tell, like, bro ain't tripping on what you think he got on. He ain't tripping on what you think his wife do. He ain't tripping on, right.
So get better at it though, more. I should care a little bit.
I know, right?
I should,
Well, we got the black bag. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But I think that but I don't know if E was still at Michigan State telling kids which classes to take, if that was necessarily where the bulk of his confidence was lying, if you didn't see him in his gift on a regular basis, right? And so that's why I say it's so important to build your table and get in your gift, because that's when you exude the confidence. And most people, believe it or not, they're not super confident in themselves, so they're attracted to confidence. So for those of y'all out there saying, oh, I can't build a team, you're not confident. You don't believe it's gonna work. Let me tell you something, and Carl can attest to this. We were willing to work for E for free because he had the confidence that this thing was about to work.
It's gonna work
When he was
regardless.
calling meetings, it was like, this is about to take us here. And there was no doubt about it. And so E, you could speak to where that confidence came from. I thank my dad for a lot of the confidence, right? I was a grown man. Like I had a grown man in the house, so I didn't have any need to look elsewhere, you know, things like that. But I'm thinking about all the things, even young, that I had to do to build confidence, right? I was allowed to, you know, be in my gift, and I was a good athlete, so I did get affirmed there, and I found confidence there. But there were other areas as I grew that I figured out, man, I got confidence. So let's just say Trey sucks at basketball, but he killing at Code Ninjas, and now he done built his third video game. And that's where he's catching his confidence wave from. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I believe to be super confident, you need to be somewhat in your gift, because that's where the world affirms you. You know what I'm saying? And can we be honest? Like, you do need some type of affirmation. Like, you need it from yourself, and you need it from, but like, it feels good to be able to provide a service to the world.
Absolutely.
At a high level.
At a high level. Now, you don't want to do it to a detriment to where you're waiting for it for like a specific person, like, please affirm me or I'm not going to feel good. But it feels good to get your gift out into the world and have people respect it. You know what I'm saying?
So what's the word? I would say confirm.
Affirm.
Yeah, I would say that as adults, we probably need more confirmed than we need to be affirmed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think affirm needs to come, to your point, from within.
Yep.
So if you never get it without, you're good.
Right. Okay, that's
But it's
good.
great.
Yep.
No, you just taught me something, because as I'm listening to you, we want to help y'all. So I think that's the problem. A lot of people are looking to be affirmed when really another human can only confirm.
Confirm.
That's all they could
That's the
do.
word. That's
They
the
don't
word.
have the ability to affirm you.
Yeah.
You know, only God gave you the gifts. It's like, you know, when you buy a vehicle, whatever vehicle you get, you're supposed to take that vehicle back to that dealership. Like, you wouldn't take a Rolls Royce, you know, maybe to Chevy and ask Chevy to fix it.
Right.
That's not what Chevy does. So I think sometimes what we do wrong is we're taking our gifts to humans as opposed to God, who created us, and saying, you like this? You think this is good? And then he says, well done, thou good and faithful servant. I think we're looking for humans to say well done when humans need to hear well done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this is critical, because what C said, I'm telling y'all, what does this have to do with building the table? Everybody that I know that is like killing the tables, like killing big tape, like they are confident people. Now, there's a lot of things that great people don't have alike. Confidence is one that they all have alike. There's no person, LeBron, I don't care who you call, Kobe, MJ, I don't care who you call. I told you when Warren Buffett came in the room, it's like what you said about Beyonce, that's what they was doing. He came in the room, bruh, like, to me, he came in the room so unassuming, because he already had confidence in himself.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't looking for the 30-some guys that came in the room to go, you the greatest, you the best, you the richest, you the best. He came in the room like, bruh, I'm about to teach y'all something, because I've been doing this for over 50 years. Sit down and let me serve you. He was coming to the table to serve the table. But I saw a confidence in him that I was like, yo, that's dope. You know, and I'm not talking about a fake, false confidence. That people got to know you in the room and you got to be seen. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about one that comes from within and it actually empowers others. So I just want to make sure before I answer C's question, you make the connection. You cannot get to a certain level. You cannot build a table without confidence. And here's the cool thing about what C said, though. You should already automatically be confident, because God gave you a gift. God gave you a talent. God put you on this earth for a reason. And when you don't have it, it's because you're comparing yourself, and I'm just gonna be real with you. You're gonna always lose like that. Like, I'm just being real. Like, you gonna always lose. Like, you ain't gonna never be happy. You ain't gonna never be content if I'm trying to have more guns. Like, it ain't about to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's my thing, like, oh, Maul got guns. Now, if I go, you know, this is the temple of the Holy Ghost. I need to, okay, that's different. But when I go, man, Maul look that way, and I notice when he walk in the room and he do that, people, so now I want to get that and I want to do that. It's not going to work, because it's external, it's not internal. So I just want to make sure we clear. Now, to C's point, I just knew it was going to work because I knew it was what I was designed to do. Like, I'm just being real. Like, it's like asking, I don't even know the name of it, C, but it's like asking in a Rolls Royce, does it have the Galaxy feature? Like, that's what's that's the Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
If that's a part of, do it got the double R's? Bro, it's got when it drive, and the wheels are spinning, do it stay neutral? That's a Rolls Royce. Like, that's what it does. And the reason why when it's on the road, people look at it the way they look at it is because it's in its purpose. Like, it ain't trying to be like no other vehicle.
Yeah.
Like, it is it's a unique experience, right? And so I felt so comfortable because I was like, yo, this is what God told me to do. And I don't have to worry about who I'm going to attract. I don't have to worry about the money. I don't have to worry about nothing. All I have to do is do what I was told and be who I am, and everything else is going to work itself out. Maul, for you, confidence. When did you first see it, get it, and what would you say to the people to grow it?
Yeah, so I would say, and even though, I mean, it's crazy, and I always try to take myself back to the beginning, right? Because now you guys are listening to guys that's in their gift, know exactly what their gift is. But for me, the confidence, and CJ can probably, he knows how I am even with how I do things today. my confidence still to this day comes in through my preparation. And I think a lot of people are not preparing. Even though some of you might even be in your gift, there's still a level of preparation that's still needed to build a certain level of confidence, even while operating in your gift. You know, I like to think that you got alpha type confidence, and this is the beginning of it, right? Where you have a level of confidence, but it's the alpha level. It's the very beginning, where it's like, man, I'm pretty good at speaking. You know, I mean, I'm seeing people react. I'm seeing people, I'm able to command a crowd. You know, I'm able to, you know, deliver my words the right way for this audience. But then you got another level, what's called an omega level of confidence. Oh, I like that. And the omega level is where you just, no matter what you say, it comes out and is received in a different kind of. Right now, I've only seen E and maybe, you know, a couple other people that Martin Luther King, President Obama. Yeah. President Obama hit the Obama. I mean, he hit the omega. You know, but it's.
Look that up. See? Yeah, I know what it is, but I want to see the definition.
You know. Yeah. But so it's that.
We know more acute too. So
that's right. Exactly all my omegas out there.
That's exactly right.
I'm trying to get signal. I'm trying to get subliminal message to my cues out there.
Okay, I got it. Okay, the omegas. Okay, that makes sense. I got you.
Yeah, but it's a.
It means the extreme or final part.
The final part, the extreme. Say that again.
The extreme or final part.
The extreme. So what level is your confidence on?
Yeah, it's different levels.
It's different levels to the confidence. And I believe that your extreme or final part comes with your preparation and how you prepare. And the more you prepare, and it's just life, period. I'm super confident when it comes to my family. Oh, I'm confident. When it comes to my health, my fitness, if anything happened and I had to do something and act immediately, I'm confident. Why? Because I prepare every day as though something is going to happen to me. You know, I'm confident in my finances. Why? Because when a pandemic happens, when a recession happens, I have prepared, right, so much with this property here, this business here, this business over there. I have put money in places that's going to make sure that when something happens, my confidence level is strong because I've been preparing this whole time. And so I think, man,
I still lack confidence. What area?
What area do I lack confidence? I don't know. So I don't lack.
Oh, I'm not trying to put you on the spot.
No, I
I'm asking
understand.
all of you.
That's a great question.
Well, I would answer
I'm about to
yeah.
say, so I'm going to give you the answer to it. If there is one, I have not found an area that I lack confidence. But in some things, I still have an alpha level of confidence. I still have confidence, but it's not omega. When it comes to finances, I'm omega. When it comes to my fitness, my health, I'm omega. You know, even now, I believe that I'm not omega when it comes to, I'm not omega to the level of E, and that's because he's, you know, but as far as in myself, I'm a whole different, you never gave me confidence when it came to speaking. I was already speaking as a person, but the training and the practice and the reps helped me to transition to the omega level where now my confidence level, I don't even need to even write out a speech. I used to write out everything. I don't even need to write it out. I could get and talk. So I still have alpha confidence in things.
That's good, though.
But with more preparation, I can transition to omega. But I don't think that there's no area in my life that I don't have confidence. And it can come, and it goes to the faith level too. When you know whose you are and who you are, then I believe that all things are possible. So even if I don't have any knowledge in that area, and you've been knowing me enough to know, I'm still confident. Why? Because the confidence don't come from me, but it comes from him who works in me. So if I don't have confidence, and some of y'all out there, if you don't have confidence in something, then that's why it's important to make sure that you're living in that faith pillar and you're connected to the one.
Oh, easy.
And then that way now, that power that worketh within you now will display itself.
Did you know that over 900,000 Americans suffer from a pulmonary embolism or a deep vein thrombosis every single year? According to the CDC, almost 1 million of us will be hospitalized at the risk of a blood clot death in 2023. That's this year.
Wow.
Whether you're an active adult or lead a sedentary lifestyle, poor circulation can be a challenge. When you're seated for long periods of time, the muscles that pump blood through the body back to your heart, they get constricted. They cause tiredness, swollen, stiff, and heavy legs. Left unaddressed, this can be a very, very dangerous situation and lead to a fatal thrombotic event. The great news is you are not helpless. Medical-grade compression socks have been prescribed by thousands of doctors to improve blood flow for greater support, increase peace of mind, and lasting comfort for those forced to travel, sit while working, or suffer from limited mobility, even for those who are on their feet for long periods of time. Compression wear works. The family-owned and operated Johns Creek Pharmacy near Atlanta, Georgia, developed a truly unique system for properly fitting and delivering world-class compression wear without a prescription. That's the big part, y'all. You don't need a prescription to get it. Along with their stretching and light exercise program provided to this audience for free, poor circulation symptoms can be eliminated or prevented altogether. You'll love wearing these socks. You'll experience increased energy and amazing comfort without the fear of blood clots, DVT, or PE holding you back. If you're one of the millions of Americans that suffer from stiff, tired, swollen, or heavy legs, then go to live.johnscreekpharmacy.org/home to see the special offer from Johns Creek for this audience.
And you said that's deep, bro, but I really do feel like one of the challenges, if we're not careful, for those of us who didn't have our fathers in our lives, is that we do tend to look outward more than a lot of people. Like, I'm not saying everybody that had a father, don't look out. I'm just saying I've noticed being around people who had their fathers that it's a little less likely for them to start on the out. But like when you ain't have your biological father in your life, a lot of times you struggle because there was somebody that was, like there was a natural human being who's you. I tell people all the time, like not to be disrespectful, but like when somebody else is raising you, like they not necessarily, and I'm not saying everybody that is your biological parent is necessarily fit to rear you, but I am saying that you have a lot in common. Like you understand that part. You understand? Whereas I might have your son and he's doing some stuff, and I'm like, I gotta call you like, yo, why? And you like, our family, we would. Oh, okay, man, I get it. Whereas like if I didn't know you and I was raising your son and he did something that wasn't something that I was familiar with, I'd be like, so for a lot of you men who are listening, I really do want you to pray because you do lack confidence, and sometimes that's where what is that thing called? Like that macho man thing, that ego thing, you know what I'm saying? And I've seen it in people who, sometimes they say Napoleon syndrome, but I've seen people short, tall, whatever. I've seen people who try to overcompensate the man boy because you're not really comfortable, but you don't want to seem vulnerable or weak. So so I would say to you, you need to pray and you need to deal with the fact that not having your biological father in your life has created a child. And I see it. I see kids who don't have their father, and I see kids who don't even know who their father. Like some kids know who their father is, but they didn't father them. Some kids don't even know who their father is. And I see, especially those that don't even know who their daddy is, you see a lack of confidence, bro. You see them, you could see that they could be manipulated. You see that they they don't have no foundation, bro, like, because that person wasn't there. And then I also want to say, for those of you like myself who've made mistakes, you can lack a lot of confidence too, because you're always worried about how other people see you, right? You whatever mistakes you made, you might have been incarcerated, and now you worried about how people treat you, because when you come out, they do. You can't get a job, you can't vote, so your self-esteem could be scarred because of some mistakes you made, but you shouldn't be looking for them again. You struggling in your confidence because you're looking for another human to confirm you and say, oh, we forgive you for whatever. Bro, you ain't got to forgive me. Like God has forgiven me. I forgave me. And I'll say lastly, my confidence grew when I started. My boy Ed Milet says this, I think it's deep. This is probably alpha confidence. But when you start doing what you told yourself you was going to do, that's one of the easiest ways to start building your confidence. Yeah. When I say I'm going to get my GED and I get it. I'm going to go get a 4-year degree and I got it. I'm going to go get a master's degree and I got it. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to get a PhD and I got it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
It's building, and you're getting to that omega thing. You're getting to the omega level
but I
of
think
confidence.
so many times we so worried about, let me do what I think you want me to do. Yeah. Then my confidence is in what you said. But if I say, I'm going to do this podcast today, some people ask me all the time, how was the flight? I said, my man did what he's supposed to do. He landed this joker. You know what I'm saying? And he landed it with uneventfully. You feel me? And so for me, I just think you think money, clothes, stuff, but I know that every time I say I'm gonna do something, we said the New York Times bestseller. Bro, that's a confidence booster when Thursday it come out and you get the call from the publishing company and you hear them in the back screaming and hollering. I don't care that they screaming and hollering. I don't even know who they are. But we set a goal. C was very clear. We already wrote books. We're not writing this book to write a book. We're not getting published to get published because we're going to lose more money than we're going to make money. We are specifically doing this to make and so then when we do what we said we're going to do, it's just a feeling of, what can I do?
So in the beginning, when you set that goal, what was your confidence level like? When you set the goal to say that you was going to be a New York Times bestseller.
High, but let's just say GED, it was low.
It was low.
Because I hadn't really done what I said I was going to do. Yeah. I had always lied to myself and I talked a lot and I never accomplished what I said I was going to accomplish. The New York Times was different because it was a collaborative effort and C was the one that said it. So he had a level of confidence that I kind of just was like, all right, I know what it's going to take from him to make it happen. So, okay, I got that part. Now I know once C is finished, now I know I got to do this part. And I felt confident in his part. I felt confident in Leslie's part. I felt confidence in Roy's part. I felt confident in Penguin's part. You know what I'm saying? I felt like everybody we put through the process. And then at the end, it was like, okay, this is the part you got to do to make this happen. The small part that I had, because everybody had a percentage, the part that I had, because Penguin's they had to do something. Yeah. Roy, the team had to do something. But I felt super whatever, because we had already done Secret to Success. We had already done Greatness is Upon You. We had already done Average Skill, Phenomenal Will. We had already done You Ain't the Boss of Me. You feel what I'm saying? So I had already done 4, just us on the solo. And so I felt confident that I felt the pre-alpha omega. I felt the pre-omega. Exactly. And then once we got it, I'm talking about I felt omega 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all still accepting applications for
Hey, I'll be real with y'all, and I'm quiet here because I got knots in my stomach. I'm literally praying, God, help me to say the right words. Yeah. Because this thought just hit me. I never needed confidence growing up. And again, think of my environment. I grew up with 2 parents. I never needed it, Mom. Okay. I grew up with 2 parents. My parents are educators. I go to school. I do what I'm supposed to do. I meet all the expectations. What do I need confidence for? Like, there's nothing outside of the scope of what I'm doing that I need to push past. You get what I'm saying? So I'm living life, doing what I'm supposed to do. Everything's working out. I never had the concept of confidence until I moved to the United States of America and met Eric and CJ. Wow. So comparison, bruh, I'm talking about that's probably the thing that shut me down for years, because now here I am, I did everything I was supposed to do. I should be probably the most confident of everybody. Bro, I got two degrees, parents, relationships, everything intact. But here I am in a world that I don't feel like I know anything. And again, let's be careful what you tell yourself. I don't feel like I know everything. Like, this is, I'm in Lansing. CJ grew up here. He grew up in Michigan. Bro, I don't know nothing. I don't know the TV shows. I don't know half the music. I watch basketball. But I'm saying, it's in my head, E. Nothing to do with what's reality. It's in my head. I don't know nothing. And then add to this, Maul, she getting the
damn sure didn't know how to drive.
hey, and truth be told,
not in America.
Right, not in America. There we go. America. So, but C's getting the Mentor of the Year award when I'm meeting him. He's speaking in the schools. Bro, all I did was get 2 degrees. Right. I did what I was supposed to do. School didn't mean nothing. My parents is teachers, so what do I need confidence for? So now I'm like, oh.
That's good.
So that's what I'm saying. I really want to articulate it carefully. So E, and again, I spent time writing, and y'all both talked on it, but again, I'm going to share it again. Y'all heard what they said before. Anything of value has a specific purpose. That's point 2. I'm going to start 2 and go back. Anything of value has a specific purpose. Name something. The lights in this room, the camera, go try to stir your pot with this light and see how that works. Anything of value has a specific purpose. 1, 2. Sorry, that was 2. I'm going back to 1, and E and Maul were on it. Bro, the final bill has been paid. I don't know if y'all Christian or not, but I'm going to speak my existence. The final bill has been paid already. Bruh, God created you which he thought about planet Earth,
Yeah.
where it is in 2023, and he was like, I need you here at this moment.
Yeah.
Bro, the God of the universe created you for this moment and put you here.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all now the things that I had to put in my mind to start now coming, like, yo, bro, you gotta be more. You gotta live to Carl's, and I stopped saying live up to my potential, live past my potential.
Absolutely.
Because I don't know what my
You don't know
potential
what
is.
it
God
is.
put it in me. I don't even know what it is. So moving past potential. But then the second part of that is, bruh, he then came and died for the mistakes that I made.
Yeah.
I'm forgive me, y'all. It's church.
Yeah, no question.
Bro, you put them two things in perspective and you talk about, again, anything of value has purpose. You questioning your value after the God of the universe put you here and then sent his son to die for you? You questioning your value?
Yeah.
So if your value is no longer a question, all right, we just got to focus on your purpose now. So for me, it was like, okay, I got to understand value.
Yeah, that's it.
And I got value now. Like, okay, there's no
Organifi.
question on value.
Yeah.
There's no question on value.
that's
that's
it.
clear.
Yeah, Organifi.
Now purpose. Now, me and God can work out purpose. All right, God, for real. Yes, I can do this, I can do that. There's more though. We're not done, God. Keep revealing to me, keep showing me what needs to happen, and bro, we're gonna keep building. So from now, bro, when I tell y'all, I said 2023 and 100% trans, my family's not here with me. I'm back here to do the podcast. Bro, I spent this weekend not talking to nobody. My phone's been off. I've been just consuming the word of God. And bro, the thing he told me is, oh, you're gonna make me so proud this year. Bro, that, you talk about confidence. It's now like, oh, I'm trying to make God proud this year. I don't care nothing about nobody else on planet Earth no more. God, whatever I gotta get done, I'm about to get done because, man, I'm about to make you proud this year. That's where confidence is for me right now.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's, oh, my bad, go for it.
Nah, I was just gonna say, can we title this podcast Alpha to Omega?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm just
If that's
just
okay
saying.
with CJ.
Yeah.
If the boss approves.
I'm just saying though, you know, I'm hoping you catching this because a lot of you not having confidence in what you're going through is you not getting it right. You know, and you make it so much other people, and it don't have nothing to do with other people. When C was talking about the table, you're actually keeping yourself from being at the table because you're not confident, because you don't know your value and your purpose, right? And so it's like for those of us who've had that experience, I've had that experience, exactly what Carl said. Because my biological father wasn't in my life, what the devil did was he was like, you're not valuable. Like bruh, I don't care nothing about these people in this world. The one dude that was supposed to love you, he ain't here for you. You must not be that deep. Because if you was that deep, he would be here for you. So you going to school and seeing everybody, you talking about comparison bump. I ain't never been comparison like that. But I would go to school, and I don't even know it was comparison. I just know I saw what was supposed to be, and I was bothered by it. So bro, I played baseball. So you know cats come in with their parents to the baseball game. My biological father ain't there. You know what I'm saying? I win an award. My biological father ain't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went through life. Parent-teacher conference. My biological father ain't there. You feel what I'm saying? And so for me, I was always like, because I didn't feel valued, this is why I'm now clowning in class. So now because I don't feel valued, I'm out of sorts. And now I'm getting into it with the teachers. And it's like, looking back, it wasn't the teacher's fault. Like, then I grew up with this me against the world. It was like, it was never you against the world. You was the one that went against the world. You the one who went against your teachers and went against your coaches and went against your mama and your father who did raise you. You went against them because you weren't in the right space, in the right place. So for me, God was like, yo, you gotta hurry up and fix that, because the thing that I realized I really screwed up on early in life is I misappropriated, I disrespected, I didn't value the people that I was supposed to value. You feel me? Like I was supposed to, you feel what I'm saying? My father who raised me, like, bro, we didn't really have a relationship like we should have, because I was always like, you ain't my daddy. And he wasn't. But he was trying to be, but I wouldn't let him. So I'm saying to a lot of y'all out there, my wife used to say to me all the time, she's like, man, you got to get over that. You against the world. So in my 20s, 30s, she's like, it's always you against the world. Like maybe when I came here and like me and C and stuff, we got close. But my wife was still like, you got residues of you against the world. And I did. Why? Because I didn't realize, like, yo, bruh, you got to value yourself. It ain't nobody else's responsibility. This is why I said you owe you. It ain't nobody else's responsibility. And we get on the wrong side of the table when we start thinking somebody owe us something.
Hey, Y'all know how to play chess? Like, this
I
the
do.
basics of chess?
I know the basics.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you a question. You can answer if you want to.
Yeah.
What do you think is the most important piece of chess?
I'd say the pawn.
And bruh, I just want people to hear what you're
Yeah.
saying. So if you don't know how to play chess,
Well, that's
right?
the most sought after
The
piece
piece, yeah.
because that's how you win. But the pawn is the ones that.
Like that's one of the things that I looked at again as I'm on this journey. I looked at like whoever designed the game of chess, bro. It's so spiritual. Every piece on the board, it's a common goal. First of all, it's a common goal. The goal is you get over there, capture the other person's king. That's the goal. You got the rook, the bishop, knight, king, queen. All have. Watch this. Every piece has its own designed way that it can move. I'm gonna tell y'all, this is so deep to me. Each piece, some can jump from here all the way across there. Some can go only diagonal. Some can go straight across. The pawn can only move 1 or 2 at the beginning. So most people overlook the pawn. But watch intelligent design. It's 8 pawns. It's only 1 queen. It's only 1 king. Each pawn has the ability to become
Anything it wants
other
to be.
piece on the board.
Anything it wants to be.
If you get down to the end, it's a checkerboard. So y'all play checker, you just got to get down. The pawn gets down to the other end. You can trade that same pawn in for a queen, a rook, any of the other pieces that you want to. Bro, we talk about value, and I'll start seeing it like that. Like every one of us has our unique space that we can move, how we can move, and it has nothing to do with each other. It has to do with it together. So when you put these pieces together, bro, again, sitting on this stage, you talk about confidence. I don't think there's any, let me go on a physical realm so it's easy. I don't think somebody walk in this room right now got a fear that they're going to be able to get all of us. Right. Let me just say, like a real obvious way of people. I don't think nobody walking in here like, yo, I'm about to, it's not going to happen. You see what I'm saying? So when I look at it from that perspective of a chess game, like, yo, all you got to do is move your one piece.
Yeah, your piece.
Move your one diagonal, move your one, and you do that with the right people, bro. It's a wrap. There's no competition. There's nothing that you can't accomplish.
All right, let me take a few moments, man, just to shout out one of the sponsors for this episode, Indeed. Listen, guys, I want you to think about someone who has changed your life for the better. All right, you got them in mind? How incredible would it be if your company could find more of those life-changing people right when you needed them? If you're hiring, you need Indeed. Indeed is the hiring platform where you can attract, interview, and hire all in one place. Don't spend hours on multiple job sites looking for candidates with the right skills when you can do it all with Indeed. Find top talent fast with Indeed's suite of powerful hiring tools like Indeed Instant Match, assessments, and virtual interviews. You hate waiting, right? Indeed's US data shows over 80% of Indeed employers find quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed actually match their job description. They find them the moment they sponsor a job. The thing that I love most about Indeed is that it makes hiring all in one place so easy because of the Instant Match feature. With Instant Match, as soon as you sponsor a post, you get a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed already match your job description, and you can invite them to apply right away. So the hard work is already done for you. Join over 3 million businesses worldwide using Indeed to hire great talent fast. Indeed knows when you're growing your own business, you have to make every dollar count. And that's why with Indeed, you only pay for quality applications that match your must-have job requirements. Indeed knows hiring needs to be cost-effective when you're running your own business. Indeed also knows that when you're doing everything for your company, you can't afford to overspend on hiring. So visit Indeed.com/success to start hiring now. Again, go to Indeed.com/success. Terms and conditions apply. Cost per application pricing not available for everyone. Need to hire? You need Indeed.
And this is why I said confidence then is easy, because it's everything you need to be confident is already inside of you. I didn't get a new voice. I had to understand my value. I had to understand my worth. And I had to understand, and this may sound crazy to some people, that my worth wasn't even in my parents. You feel me? Now, if you got good parents, that's a blessing. It is. But if you don't end up having the right parents and you just gonna put it on your parents, you screwed, bruh. So even like when you talk about this is where it's gotta be, bruh. Because you may not have the best mama coming in this joker. You may not have the best daddy coming in this joker. You may not be born in the right environment coming in this joker. But we all have access to the Father. He said all of us are his children. So it was, Carl's correct. It was Isaiah when I was 16 years old, homeless, and I went to that church. And the pastor, P.C. Willis, says, before your mama called you, before your mama knew your name, before your mama knew she was pregnant, I called you, I ordained. Bro, that text changed my life. I was like, hold up. You mean to tell me I wasn't an afterthought? I thought I only came here because my mom and dad was having sex at high school. I didn't think I was here on assignment. I thought I was here because my mom didn't know who her father, my mom thought her father was dead till she's about 12, 13 years old. So my mother figured out who she was. So I'm sure she had her wanting love, whatever.
Yeah.
My father was, older. I don't know what swagged out. I don't know what he was going through. You know what I'm saying? And so he ended up getting my mother pregnant. So my whole life, when I was acting a fool in school and looking for attention, that's all it was. I was looking for purpose. And I was hoping my friends would laugh at my jokes and whatever. And when I read that text, I was like, yo, what? I'm on assignment? I'm on assignment? Like God put me here on assignment? Okay, cool, Carl's point. Okay, what am I supposed to do? It's already there, Ma. It was already like, the voice was already there, and I was actually using it when I was delinquent, acting a fool. Yeah. I was still using it, I just was using it the wrong way. So once I started speaking, and I started like trying to help people, I was like, yo, bro, this is my thing right here. And I've never, listen to me very closely, one man may be a watch, and I think that's cool. I got a Rolex, I think that's cool. One man might be a car, whatever car he drives. One man might be his mansion. I think that's dope. But mine's more is the 40 kids going to the Super Bowl, bro. That's my Rollie. that's for me. That's how I show out. That's how I show up.
Man.
You feel me? The kids going to Dubai. Yep. That's how I show up.
Man.
Like it's not like I can't go to a designer store and buy a bunch of stuff. But I'm gonna be honest. I went to a designer store and I got the shoes and it just didn't do nothing for me. Yeah. I got the shirt.
Nothing not trained. Nothing
Yeah, I tried. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real, Ma. I'm not gonna sit here and act like
shoes I bought.
I'm not gonna act like I had a Omega confidence in some areas. There were some areas where I went and bought the designer jacket, and guess what I did, Ma? I never wore it. Yep. It's sitting in the closet.
I was with you.
I never wore it, Ma. And you know what I said I was gonna do? I was gonna stop doing what other people are doing to gain confidence for themselves. Yep. And I was gonna start doing what brings me confidence.
Hey, let me say this thing.
The men's is this.
Hey, let me say this, man.
Hey, we're gonna insert the clip for y'all. I'm sorry, the inside joke, because I know y'all sitting there like.
I think our whole podcast would get cut off for YouTube or wherever we go.
It's worth it. You gotta definitely do it.
No, bro, listen, we're gonna put it in. And I'm respectful to everybody's testimony, but that was kind of fun.
But no, I just want to say this one thing, just to bring it up, not bring it home, but you was just talking about the scripture.
No, bring it home. We better get about it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Now, one for me, man. One for me was Mark 9:23, bro. You know, if you just believe, confidence comes with belief.
What's the scripture?
If you believe, nothing should be impossible to the one who believes.
Hebrews 11. I'm gonna look it up. Go for it.
Yeah, but nothing should be impossible to the one who believes. So your confidence is directly connected to your belief level. So once you believe something, once you believe it, it gives you a certain amount of confidence that it's already done. I just now have to put in the work. So that's where your confidence level comes in at. So some of y'all out here, you're looking to gain your confidence, and you don't believe fully in the thing that you're doing, and that's where the lack of confidence comes from. So once you really believe in the thing that you're trying to accomplish, it will give you another level of confidence that will get you that Omega level. It'll
Hebrews 11 is the faith Omega chapter.
Oh, for sure. Really?
Yeah, read that whole thing. That's it, Mark.
Yep. So So that's just something I wanted to say, man.
Yeah. And I think I'll say this, man. Just man. Everything, like, the older I get, the more I really realize, like, so many things are relative. You know what I'm saying? Like, confidence. It's just everything. You know what I mean? And I guess what I mean by that is, like, yo, if you really sat there and thought about, like, what was important and, like, what you really
that's
value.
Confidence. That's good.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
what you value.
break it down. What's important?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, bruh, like, we've been able to accomplish some amazing things for sure, but like Maul said it, like, I'm confident in being a husband, like a father. Like those are and like some of y'all, you got that, and you're overlooking the fact that you already won. The rest of the stuff should be icing on the cake.
Bruh, just random. Don't lose where you're going.
Yeah, no.
Tamisha called me the other day. I left and came back here to do the podcast. And the day after I left, Tamisha called me and was like, yo, I don't know what's going on with your son. He got this attitude, he acting. And I just laughed. I was like, his daddy gone. Bruh, like, I'm not trying to be funny. Nothing happened.
yeah.
He just won himself.
Yep.
And I'm like, yo, I'm so proud to tell you, Tamisha, nothing is wrong with him. Let me talk to him. His daddy gone. And he don't know how to express that something's missing from his life. I'm present in my man's life every single day. So you remove this present. So to your point, bro, I'm so geeked. Like, I'm almost like not proud that my son not doing, being himself. But bro, I understand clearly why he not himself.
Yeah, that
like,
presence.
an important thing is gone from his life. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So,
and again, so I just want, like, and I think if we learn to value that, like if you stepped out of the house every day and shout out, man, I don't even know. I'll say his name. Yeah, Big Ray. Shout out to Big Ray. I love Big Ray. I need to call Big Ray. Big Ray was like, yo, you said something. He said, man, I'm guilty of it. He said, bro, I was so infatuated with y'all and like seeing who y'all were and being around y'all and stuff like that, that I didn't realize that, yo, my kids think I'm Superman. He was like, dog, when I come home, my kids like, Daddy's in the building. Oh, Daddy's like, oh. And he was like, yo, I've never had the appreciation for that I should have, because I'm looking at Maul like, oh, Maul got this, or Carl got that, or you look at E and see they cool, and it's like, nah. You be cool to yours first and appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Big Ray, not only just a great businessman, a great husband, a great father. It's like, and he was like, yo, it clicked for me when you said that. He was like, yo, they think I'm Superman. I need to derive my confidence from what I'm doing here and not looking externally. And man, I'm telling you, Instagram is killing you. Facebook is murdering your whole life. You looking at other people's vacations, you looking at other people's husbands and wives and kids and what. Just look within, man. Just find your confidence and your happiness there. I'm telling you, man, people love to be around confident, happy people. Like, people always like, oh, people, like my wife would always be like, oh, people want to be around you. And I'm like, yeah, because I operate in the confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, not the arrogance, but like, I'm confident.
But I'm saying that's not confidence, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? Cats think that arrogance is
no.
acting like
bro.
That's fake. That's pseudo-confidence.
That's pseudo-confidence.
It's pseudo, bro.
Exactly.
It's a confidence. It's what you said.
So you're confident, you don't have to act
You
like
don't
that.
have to act like
You
that.
don't
bro.
act like that. You don't
I'm
treat
just saying,
people
when people
crazy.
be like,
You know what I mean?
You humble. I'm like, bro, no. What it is some of these other cats are giving you they're normalizing
for sure.
arrogance. That's not real. When you really love yourself.
Confidence is me being at the Grammys and halfway acting like I'm security or a door opener for Toby and Fat. I don't care. Bro, I don't care. I'm not like, yo, y'all need to see me as like, nah. Like, dog, like, I'm really confident. Like, I don't care what you think. I really don't care if you think I'm his, are you Toby's shoe shiner? Yup. You doggone Skippy. What you want? That's my brother. We derive confidence out of this thing because we a family.
From the womb to the tomb.
From the womb to the tomb. And so, it's just like, I just want people to, like, I don't want to make it so vast, like you got to go out and accomplish a New York Times bestseller, a skyscraper, deeper than building a whole brand of people of 3,000 people that teaches the community, whatever. Become confident at home first, in your house, with your people, with what you got going on. And then when you come out into the world, I cannot explain it, you will attract everything you need to attract. E didn't attract me with good speeches. As good as his speeches were, I was not attracted to E because of the fact that he spoke well. It was the confidence he had as a man and how he moved in the vision and direction that he gave us. And so if you're saying, I can't build a team, nobody follow me, nobody will work with me, or you got to pay people crazy amounts of money in order, it's like they're not seeing the value in you because you don't see the value in you.
Hey,
and if you really do, they'll, you know what I'm saying? No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, man, real confidence is when E.T. the hip-hop preacher calls you on stage in front of thousands of people and asks you to wrestle with him.
I'm talking about wrestling.
I was like, Mom, let's go. I was like, Maul, let's
I
go.
didn't know. I didn't know that was
Yeah.
his first time wrestling. You know, I wrestled with Eve a couple times.
We were just play wrestling. Everybody was like, "Mo, why didn't you grab his leg?" I was like, "Bro, it's calm
I'm like,
down.
Maul, let's go.
It's
Yeah,
an
no, no,
illustration,
no.
dog. It was a level of intensity that you brought to it.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
He had a little dog in him. I was like,
Oh,
yeah,
for
I
sure.
think I was
Well,
like, he got that grown man strength. Once you hit 50 more, you ain't got that.
No.
Yeah.
Maul
He
could
got
have
a low
got me.
center
but
of
I'm saying when Maul
Listen,
first
you know I
came
used
up.
to wrestle.
Yeah.
So you do know I used to wrestle.
Yeah.
Bro, no, seriously. I was, hey. But yo, fella, hey. But no, bro, it's.
The police league had a wrestling
This
association too.
wasn't the police league, young fella.
This before that.
This is for
High
both. This
school,
was actually
college.
high school.
Yeah.
Oh, you laughing now? You only play high school football, but now that's something.
He didn't wrestle.
But then
Right,
when he wrestled,
right,
but now I'm
right,
talking about high school
right,
wrestling. He like,
right.
oh, that ain't no
That ain't
real wrestling.
I'm just
But
saying
he
it looked
played
like
high
he
school
was gonna
football.
scoop you.
No,
seen the
Right,
video.
but you got to look at the illustration. I'm not supposed to get on stage and really wrestle my man
Nah,
down
he
to the
wanted.
ground.
Nah,
bro.
he was ready to go.
Maul with that
Bro,
first, I
his
was like,
level
Maul, you
even-
gotta come
No,
out.
but he
You
got that.
Alpha and you got Omega.
Listen, let me tell you something.
That was Alpha.
That was Alpha.
That was Alpha.
That was
Let me
Alpha.
tell you something.
This ain't girl. I can't
No,
win. Now, if I would have
listen.
got on there
And slam me.
No.
then see would have been the number one person.
Maul.
What are you doing? Bro, do you not know what you just did?
No, let me
You
tell you-
just literally
Let me tell y'all
slammed
something.
the burger.
But let me tell you, no. Let me tell you what y'all don't know.
We might have saved 100 more people. They would have ran
No,
up
yeah.
this stage.
But he got a homeless shrimp that
no
from
doubt.
when he was
No
sleeping in
doubt.
those abandoned buildings. I'm telling you, y'all ain't never seen E like he be chilling, but when he like get into that zone, like he like a pit bull. It's like you don't want to fool with him. So I was looking, I said, oh, he handled
Mark-
Maul a little
I
bit.
knew Mark was
a
nobody
couple
else
times
in there.
Mark tried to repivot, and
Yeah.
he was like,
Maul, I
I
knew
got
if
you,
anybody
fella.
else I would have called, I might have taken him down and it wouldn't have looked right. I knew you had the strength
Bro, but it
to
was
do
so crazy as far as even with my confidence level, right? Because, every time I'm around E, I go from being a 9 to 5 millionaire back to police mode. And I'm always on my head on the swivel. I'm always like looking, just boom, things he can't see. So here it is, and I was even there. I was telling him I was his armor bearer in this kind of situation. And I'm sitting here, and then for the man of God to call you on stage and say, fight me, when I'm supposed to be protecting you.
I'm like, we got it.
Maul was like, what?
I was kind of confused.
Yeah, I was like, Maul, come on, let's
I
rap.
was kind of confused, bro.
It made it better. It made it better the fact that you didn't.
And it went
right.
and it went viral. People got the message.
Oh, they got it.
They got
Pastor
the
Hannah
message.
texted me.
Yeah.
Pastor Hannah sent the message and said,
I ain't see the video.
he said, great illustration.
Yeah.
He was like, great illustration.
Yeah, that brought it home.
Somebody sent me to speak. I watched the. I did get to watch the sermon finally.
Okay.
I didn't go. That was the weirdest feeling, dog, to have all y'all in Houston.
Oh, yeah.
And I wasn't there. I just needed a break.
You was in spirit, though, bro.
I was definitely there in spirit, and I was getting the play-by-play from you and Toby, so I appreciate that. But no, that was if you haven't seen the clip, maybe
I'm telling y'all, man, this was so just to get in context, this was the Cry Out conference in Houston. And
I can't believe people was acting like they didn't know he was a real pastor.
There's people who ain't.
people.
They just been listening to the motivation. You got to think since 2006, it's been nothing but really guru story and stuff like that people are hearing. A lot of the sermons probably hadn't gone viral like that.
And it's one of them things when you think about marketing, we're in it so much.
Right.
We assume that everybody knows.
Get typecast, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, he gave a message, bro. I'm talking about, man, people, the altar was just filled with people, man. You couldn't even walk. It was powerful.
Pastor Hannah set me up, though. I was like, bruh.
Didn't he?
Bruh. He was up there, they know Pastor Hannah. He was like, oh, no, I'm just the forerunner for the Eric is coming up next. And I was like,
he said Judas. He said
he was John the Baptist.
Yeah, he's your John the Baptist.
I said,
that's what he said.
what?
And Pastor Hannah, that's my pastor in Chicago.
Yeah.
I mean, he brought the house down.
He brought the house down. Then he said I was going to do better than that.
At the end of his thing, he said, y'all celebrating this. He said, I'm just the John the Baptist for the man that's coming up next.
I'm like, bruh.
No pressure.
I went outside, bro.
No pressure.
I went outside because I was ready to preach Alpha. I wasn't ready to preach in the Omega. But again, to your point, he put the pressure on, and it was just like, God put the pressure on, not Pastor. Pastor Hannah was obedient to God, and I was like, all right, God, you spoke through him. You're gonna have to come with it. Maul, come on up.
At the end of it, I was on the stage with E in the back, and all E, man, he was just, you could tell, he was just praising God. And then he was like, man, Pastor Hannah was right.
Yeah,
Remember you said that? He was
Pastor
like,
Hannah was
Pastor Hannah
right.
was right.
Yeah.
And I was just like, powerful.
God is good, bro. Confidence, get you some. God gave it to you. You was born with it. The only reason you don't have it is because you're looking outward. You got to close your ears to the external, and you got to go inside because it's in here. It's not out here.
Nothing else.
It's in here. Yep.
Alpha to Omega.
I got it! Yes! I got it. We out of here. We'll see you next week.
Why you play that same video?
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul, with all your heart.
Thank you so much for rocking with us as always, right? We don't take it lightly, guys. And we hope that we've provided transformation and not just information. We want you to become the best version of yourself, right? Make sure you check out the show notes to access all the important links and get your product discounts. Now, one favor we're asking of you, do us this favor. Make sure you subscribe and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. We want to know your feedback and how we can serve you better. And if there's anyone that you think could benefit from listening to this show, please, I'm begging you, please share it with them. And remember, as E always says, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.